Hello, again, this is Tony Vinton, and I'm going to be describing a little bit about the course syllabus, and really just some main points. Let me scroll down to a couple of the main things. For one, the textbook is required. You'll be using the textbook throughout the course. When you purchase the My Math Lab code, you will automatically get an online version, and that's all you need. Another thing I wanted to point out briefly was something about, and there's a statement about internet courses in general. Now, if you've taken an online course before, wonderful. This will have a very similar feel. But if you haven't taken an online course before, you need to make sure that you're giving yourself the time needed to prep for each day as you start the homework, as you read through the lectures, and etc. You'll have to remember that when you take an online course versus a face-to-face course, the difference is that in the face-to-face course, the time is taken into account that you're attending, whereas in online course, it's not. So if you find that you are strapped for time and you're taking an online course, and even more, an online math course, you may find yourself to be in a bit of a pickle because it can be tough to keep up. So, there is some information about that. Definitely read the syllabus to kind of get a sense of it. The other thing I want to bring up is the computer requirements. So a computer or having access to a computer is required. You will need access to a computer that can be able to upload photos, files, be able to use a browser, probably the most updated browser if you can. If you have technical issues with My Math Lab or D2L, there's phone numbers here to call. I want to emphasize that this course is not designed currently to handle iPad use full-time. You can access this course in My Math Lab and the D2L part in using an iPad or a tablet, but you're going to run into some limitations, mainly the limitation when you're uploading information like photos and files. People have found some workarounds, but I found it to be just generally a pretty tricky business. So if you're only using an iPad or a tablet, you're going to need to still have access to a computer. Next, I want to talk about proctored exams. So with proctored exams, there's going to be 3 total. There's going to be 2 midterms and a final. So, and you'll see in the course schedule how that's laid out. The way that you take them, they're proctored, so that means the way you take them is you go to a college campus, Pima College campus, and you can go to any one of them and go to the testing center, and you would take the exam there. It is an online exam, meaning you would take it through My Math Lab in a locked browser, and you're allowed to have your graphing calculator. That is a free option, meaning that it's part of your tuition. If you're unable to come to campus or you live too far from a campus, there is another option, and that's ProctorU. ProctorU does have a fee, so definitely look into that to see if you can it will work for you. They also have some pretty big restrictions when it comes to how or where you take your exam. Certain things, like you have to be in a room where it's completely visible, you have to be able to have privacy for a certain period of time, and it does take a while to set up. So if you're, for example, planning to take your exam at 7 p.m., you need to probably be ready and get the process started at 5 or 5:30 just to give them time to set up. So read through this information. There's a link here that takes you to ProctorU to kind of show you how it works. Definitely look that up and read what's required and how the test will go. I'll definitely be providing more information soon. The last thing that I want to talk about is the course grade determination. So the course grade determination is broken down into your homework assignments, which you work online, and you can do that at home or a school, anywhere. Quizzes, the same. You can do that at home or a school. I do drop the 2 lowest in both cases. The rest is from exams, or sorry, another part is from exams. So there's 65% total from the proctor exams, 22.5 from the 2 chapter exams, and then 20 from the final exam. And then 5% from discussions, which is a required part of the course, and the Dropbox assignment, which is also required. So you can read more about that in the syllabus and in the content section of each module. There is definitely more to this, so read and take a look. And if you have any questions at all, let me know. Thanks a lot.